A German shepherd was chained to a railway track, and a boy's next move left everyone in tears. What happened next will shock you to your core. This tale of bravery, sacrifice, and astonishing heroism will leave you speechless. Share your location in the comments below. Dark clouds loomed over the Carter household as thunder growled in the distance. 5-year-old Ethan stood by the living room window, watching raindrops splatter against the glass, his toy trucks forgotten on the floor. Lena Carter glanced up from her novel, smiling at her son's fascination with the storm. "Big one coming, sweetie. Want some cocoa?" she called. From the kitchen, Daniel shouted, "Kettle's on." Weather app says it's a monster. The aroma of coffee mingled with the electric scent of rain seeping through the window frames. Wind howled, rattling the panes, and a loud gust made Ethan flinch. Lightning flashed, illuminating the shadowed street, followed by a thunderclap that shook the house. Ethan's face paled, his eyes wide. "Mom," he whispered, "someone's crying." Lena frowned, setting her book down. "What, honey? Someone's crying?" Ethan repeated, pressing his ear to the glass. "Out there, can't you hear it?" Daniel entered, holding steaming mugs, exchanging a puzzled look with Lena. "It's just the wind, champ. Everyone's inside." Ethan shook his head, curls bouncing. "No," he said. "Really sad." Another lightning flash lit the sky, and in the brief silence before thunder, they heard it, a faint, pained whimper carried by the wind. Lena's hand tightened on Ethan's shoulder. "What was that?" she whispered. Daniel peered into the darkness. "That's no wind. It's coming from the railway tracks." A train horn blared, chilling their blood. Ethan's voice trembled. "He's calling me. He needs help." The mournful cry pierced the rain again, sharper, more desperate. An animal in agony. Ethan bolted to the front door, pressing his hands against the glass, leaving smudged fingerprints as he scanned the deluge. "Ethan." Lena rushed after him, kneeling beside her son. "Sweetheart, it's pouring. It's not safe." Ethan turned, his blue eyes blazing with a resolve that startled her. "I hear him, Mom. He's scared." The cry sounded again, a broken wail that clenched Lena's heart. It came from beyond their yard toward the railway tracks 100 yards away. Daniel joined them, his face grim. "That's definitely an animal in distress." Ethan's fists balled. "We have to help." Another train horn echoed, closer now. "If something's near the tracks," Lena's voice trailed off. Daniel grabbed his raincoat. "I'll check it out. Probably a stray spooked by the storm." Ethan seized his father's hand. "I'm coming." "He's calling me." Daniel hesitated, seeing something unyielding in his son's gaze, as if Ethan knew more than they did. "Okay," he decided. "Ethan, stay close." Lena grabbed the flashlight. Lena fetched it from the kitchen, returning with an umbrella. "I'm coming too." Thunder roared as Daniel opened the door, wind nearly ripping it away. He scooped Ethan up, umbrella useless against the sideways rain. "Stay close," he yelled to Lena. They trudged through the muddy backyard, rain stinging their faces. Ethan pointed toward a gap in the trees leading to the railway embankment. "That way." The cry grew louder, a plea for salvation. Daniel set Ethan down to help Lena over a slippery patch, but Ethan sprinted toward the sound, splashing through puddles with unnatural purpose. "Ethan!" Daniel shouted, lunging after him. The train horn blared again, the ground trembling with its approach. They broke through the trees, the gleaming tracks before them, and Ethan froze, pointing. "There he is." Lena's flashlight beam wobbled, then steadied, revealing a sight that stopped their hearts. 30 feet down the tracks, a German shepherd lay chained to the rail, its soaked fur matted with mud and blood. A heavy chain bound its neck and paws, securing it to the track. Its eyes, wild with terror, reflected the light as it strained against the bonds, whimpering in desperation. "Oh my God!" Lena gasped, hand to mouth. Daniel slid down the embankment toward the dog. "Lena, keep Ethan up there." But Ethan slipped from his mother's grasp, scrambling after his father. "I need to help him." The train's headlights glowed in the distance, its horn a relentless warning. Lena followed, cursing under her breath, keeping the flashlight on the dog. The chain was thick, rusted, wrapped tightly around the animal and padlocked to the track. "Who would do this?" Lena whispered, horrified. The dog's cries grew frantic as they approached, not aggressive but pleading. Daniel knelt beside it. "It's okay, boy, we're here." The ground vibrated with the train's approach. "I need something to break this," he shouted, searching for a tool. Ethan dropped to his knees beside the dog, placing a small hand on its head. "It's okay," he whispered. "I heard you. I'm here." The dog paused, meeting Ethan's gaze with startling clarity, then licked his hand. "His name's Bruno," Ethan said firmly. "How do you know?" Lena asked, but Ethan was focused on the dog. The train's lights grew brighter, the brakes squealing as the driver spotted them. "Get back!" Daniel yelled, trying to lift the dog, but the chain held fast. Lena grabbed Ethan, screaming, "We have to go." But Ethan clung to Bruno. "I won't leave him." As the train bore down, a shadow darted from the trees, metal glinting in their hand. A sharp snap rang out and the chain went slack. Daniel yanked Ethan and Bruno off the tracks as the train roared past, inches away, its wind knocking them into the gravel. Lena sobbed, checking Ethan for injuries. Beside them, Bruno trembled, the severed chain dangling from his neck. A man stood nearby, bolt cutters in hand, his face grim in the train's fading light. "We need to move," he said. "That dog needs help and you're soaked." Daniel helped Lena up. "Who are you?" The man's eyes darkened. "Name's Joel. Been tracking this dog 3 days. Knew they'd try this." He nodded at the cutters. "Came prepared, but almost too late." "They?" Lena asked, voice shaking. "Who'd chain a dog to a track?" Joel's jaw tightened. "People you don't want to meet. Let's get him warm before the police show up." Bruno gurgled and collapsed, eyes rolling back. "Bruno!" Ethan cried, rushing to his side. Joel checked the dog's pulse. "He's alive barely. Move fast." Daniel and Joel lifted Bruno, Lena guiding Ethan through the rain-soaked trees back to their home. The storm raged, washing away blood and footprints. At the house, they laid Bruno on the kitchen table, his wounds stark under the light, deep gashes from the chain, some infected. Ethan stroked his muzzle. "Wake up, Bruno. You're safe." Joel dripped water on the floor. "You said you tracked him," Daniel pressed. "What's going on?" Joel sighed. "I worked for Carter Voss, a security firm owner. That dog was a top trainee until he refused to attack in a drill. Voss ordered him killed." Lena's face paled. "That's monstrous." Joel nodded. "Voss likes examples. Chained him to the tracks for show. I followed but couldn't stop them in time." "Why would Ethan hear him?" Lena asked. Joel looked at the boy, wonder in his eyes. "Don't know, but he did." A faint whine drew their focus. Bruno's eyes fluttered open, fixed on Ethan. Bruno's tail thumped weakly as Ethan whispered, "You're awake." Joel moved to the dog's side. "We need to clean these wounds." "First aid kit." Lena fetched it and they began washing mud and blood from Bruno's fur, revealing burns and older scars. "Voss's methods," Joel muttered. Ethan's tears fell. "Did the bad man hurt him a lot?" Joel nodded. "Yes, but Bruno stayed kind." Lena applied antiseptic. "Why'd he refuse to attack?" Joel explained the target was a scared young woman, not an actor. Bruno sensed her fear and lay down instead. Voss was furious. Daniel's voice hardened. "What kind of firm trains dogs like that?" Joel's silence spoke volumes. "You should go to the police," Lena urged. Joel shook his head. "Voss owns half the local cops. Others are scared. My word against his won't hold." "So we pretend this didn't happen?" Daniel asked. "My son almost died." Joel looked weary. "I disappear. You forget me. Keep Bruno safe, far away." Ethan cried, "No. You can't go. Bruno needs you." Daniel studied Joel, then Bruno. "He's right. We can't ignore this. Voss might come after Bruno or us. Stay. Safety in numbers." Joel hesitated. "I don't want to endanger you." "We're already in," Lena said. "You know Voss. We need you." Joel relented. "Okay, until Bruno's stable and we plan next steps." Ethan nodded as if it was settled. "Bruno needs us all." Outside, the storm raged on. But inside, a fragile alliance formed around a wounded dog and a boy who'd heard his cries through the chaos. That night, they took turns watching Bruno, whose condition wavered. Ethan refused to leave his side, curling up beside him. At dawn, Bruno growled, staring at the window. Joel tensed, peering out. "Someone's watching," he whispered. A shadow flickered near the fence, then vanished. Daniel joined Joel at the window, heart pounding. "Did you see that?" Joel nodded. "Someone's out there. Voss's men, maybe." Bruno's growl deepened, fur bristling. "How'd they find us?" Daniel asked. "Tracks in the mud? Or they're checking nearby houses?" Ethan stirred, rubbing sleep from his eyes. "What's wrong?" Lena entered, alarmed. "Someone was watching," Daniel said. "Voss's men?" Joel confirmed. "We can't call the police. Voss's influence is too deep." Lena's voice rose. "So we wait for them to come?" "No," Joel said. "We get Bruno and your family somewhere safe. I'll deal with Voss." "How?" Daniel asked. "I have evidence, client lists, videos, records. I was taking it to the FBI, but Bruno's incident forced my hand early." Lena paled. "So we're targets now?" Joel nodded. "I'm sorry." Ethan sat up, hand on Bruno. "Bruno says the bad man's coming. We need to hide." Bruno struggled to his feet, growling at the window. Joel peeked out. Black SUV pulling up, tinted windows. Ethan clutched Bruno. "It's them." "Back way out," Lena said, pointing to the laundry room. "It leads to the side yard." They grabbed Essential's flashlight, coats. Joel coaxed Bruno, who limped but stayed alert. "Where to?" Daniel asked. "My cabin, 30 miles away," Joel said. "It's hidden off-grid. I keep my evidence there." The doorbell rang as they reached the laundry room. Mr. and Mrs. Carter, a voice called. Police business. About the railway incident. Joel mouthed. Not police. A metallic scrape sounded. The lock being picked. They slipped out the side door, rain-soaked grass muffling their steps. The garage was 30 yards away. Halfway there, the front door burst open. Go! Joel hissed, scooping up Bruno. Daniel grabbed Ethan and they sprinted for the garage as angry voices echoed behind them. Daniel fumbled the garage key, hands shaking as footsteps pounded from the house. They piled inside, Joel setting Bruno on the concrete. Start the car, Joel ordered, moving to the garage door. I'll open it manually. Daniel helped Lena and Ethan into the SUV. Jumping into the driver's seat, the engine hummed softly. Joel peered through the door's window, then ducked. They're coming. Heard the car. Ethan leaned forward. Bruno says go now. They have guns. Joel yanked the manual release, disengaging the motor. When I lift, drive. Don't stop. What about you? Lena asked. We'll jump in back, Joel said, glancing at Bruno. Ready, boy? Bruno woofed softly. 1, 2, 3. Joel heaved the door up, metal rattling. Daniel floored it, the SUV lurching forward. Joel tossed Bruno into the back and dove in as shouts erupted. There they are. Gunfire cracked, a bullet pinging the bumper. Daniel swerved, hunching over the wheel. Everyone down. Joel shouted, shielding Bruno. Lena pulled Ethan below the windows. More shots rang out, but the SUV hit the main road, tires squealing. Joel checked behind. They're getting in a black Escalade. They'll follow. Which way? Daniel demanded at an intersection. Left, then second right. Joel directed. Off the main roads. They sped through back streets, the SUV bouncing over ruts. Bruno whimpered, his wounds aggravated. Ethan stroked him. It's okay. We'll protect you. After 30 minutes of twisting rural roads, Joel pointed. Left before that fallen pine. Hidden track. Daniel turned onto a barely visible path, branches scraping the vehicle. Not on any maps, Joel said. Bought it under a false name. The trees parted, revealing a rustic cabin in a clearing. Home for now, Joel said. They parked, exhausted, the weight of their flight sinking in. What now? Lena asked. Rest? Treat Bruno? Then plan? Joel replied, lifting the weakened dog toward the cabin. The cabin was simple. A single room with a wood stove, bookshelves, and a loft bed. Joel laid Bruno on a rug by the stove. Firewood's there, he told Daniel, pointing. Medical supplies in that cabinet, food in the pantry. Lena found the first aid kit while Ethan sat by Bruno, stroking him. You're safe now, Ethan whispered. Joel watched, curious. Ethan, how do you know what Bruno's thinking? Ethan tapped his chest. I feel him here. Pictures, feelings. Joel knelt. What's he saying now? Ethan frowned. He's worried for us. The bad man won't stop. He's scary. Joel nodded. He's right. Voss is dangerous, but we're safe for now. Daniel lit the fire as Joel cleaned Bruno's wounds, revealing infection. He needs antibiotics, Joel muttered, finding some in the kit. You're trained, Daniel noted, watching Joel's skill. Army field medic, Joel replied. Patched up service dogs before. He explained Bruno's past, bred from champion K9 lines, trained for Voss's brutal security work. He had empathy, Joel said. Sensed real fear, refused to harm. Perfect for therapy, not Voss's dirty jobs. Lena frowned. What jobs? Intimidation, worse, Joel admitted. I was gathering evidence to expose him, client lists, videos. It's hidden here. What now? Daniel asked. Rest, heal Bruno, get my evidence to the FBI, Joel said. Then you disappear until Voss is locked up. Lena's voice trembled. Leave our lives. Voss holds grudges, Joel warned. Suddenly, Bruno growled, staring at the door. Ethan paled. Someone's out there. Bruno smells them. Joel grabbed binoculars, spotting movement by the pines. Camouflage, he whispered. Not a hunter. Daniel tensed. Voss's men? Maybe, Joel said, checking under the SUV. He pulled off a small device, crushing it. GPS tracker. They followed the car. He hurled it into the woods. We're compromised. Joel locked a rifle from a cabinet. Assume they know we're here. Rest a few hours, then move on foot after dark. There's another cabin 5 miles away, owned by a friend Voss doesn't know. Lena frowned. Through the forest, with Bruno injured and Ethan? It's our best shot, Joel insisted. They'll expect roads. Bruno growled louder, teeth bared at the door. Carter. Mercer. A smooth voice called from the porch. Let's talk. Joel's face hardened. Voss, give me my dog. Voss continued. No harm done. Ethan clutched Bruno. He's lying. Joel positioned himself by the window. Go away, Voss. The feds have my evidence. Voss chuckled. You haven't sent it. Give me the dog, and I'll give you 24 hours to run. Daniel whispered, "He's lying." Joel nodded. "He never lets go." "Last chance," Voss called. "6 men surround you." Joel turned to the Carters. "Trapdoor under the rug. Leads to a tunnel, exits 50 yards into the forest. Take Bruno, head north to a stream. Follow it to a waterfall. The cabin's beyond." "I'll hold them off." "We can't leave you," Lena protested. "Go," Joel urged. Ethan shook his head. "Bruno won't leave you." The dog stood by Joel, snarling. Joel sighed, recognizing Bruno's resolve. "Fine, Daniel, take them." As the trapdoor opened, the front door splintered under a battering ram. Joel fired a warning shot, forcing the intruders back. Daniel led Lena and Ethan into the tunnel, the damp earth swallowing their steps. Above, gunfire erupted. Ethan whimpered, looking back. "Joel and Bruno will be fine," Lena soothed, her voice shaky. The tunnel stretched on, Daniel's keychain flashlight guiding them. After what felt like ages, they reached a ladder. Daniel pushed open a disguised hatch, emerging into dense forest. Smoke rose from the cabin, flames licking its walls. "They're burning it," Lena gasped. Through the smoke, a figure and a dog leapt from a window, fleeing the wrong way toward danger. Joel and Bruno vanished into the trees, gunfire chasing them. "They're heading to the road," Daniel said, heart sinking. Ethan struggled. "We have to save them." Daniel held him back. "We can't get caught." Lena spotted hope. They escaped, but a shout and more shots cut her relief short. Daniel decided, "You and Ethan go north to the waterfall cabin. I'll help Joel and Bruno, then meet you." Lena grabbed him. "We stay together." Ethan's voice was calm. "Bruno says follow Daddy's plan. They'll find us." Stunned, Lena nodded. She kissed Daniel fiercely, then led Ethan north. Daniel circled the burning cabin, moving through thick underbrush. Shouts and gunfire echoed. After 10 minutes, he heard labored breathing ahead. "It's me, Daniel Carter," he whispered. "Over here," Joel rasped. Crouched behind a log, Bruno panting beside him. Joel bled from a gash on his forehead and a wounded arm. Bruno's bandages were soaked red. "You're hit," Daniel said. "Graze," Joel grunted. "Why were you here?" "Couldn't leave you," Daniel replied. "Lena and Ethan are heading to the cabin." Joel managed a smile. "Thanks, but we're pinned. They've got the road covered." Bruno whined, nudging Joel. "What about north?" Daniel asked. "Voss's men will find the tunnel soon," Joel said, grimacing. "There's an old logging road east, half a mile, overgrown but passable on foot." "Can you make it?" Daniel asked. "Have to," Joel said. Bruno stood shakily, eyes fixed east. "He's leading," Daniel said. They moved, Joel limping, Bruno faltering but determined. An engine's rumble stopped them. "ATVs," Joel whispered. "They're cutting us off." Bruno growled, then limped deliberately away from the vehicles, toward a new path. "He wants us to follow," Daniel said. Joel nodded. His instincts haven't failed yet. They trailed Bruno through dense brush, trusting the dog's uncanny sense, unaware of what lay ahead. Bruno led them through tangled underbrush, branches clawing at their faces. The path seemed to end at a rock face draped in vines. "Dead end," Daniel whispered. But Bruno slipped through the vines, revealing a hidden cave. "How do you know?" Daniel asked, amazed. Joel shook his head. "I never found this." Inside, the cave widened, faint sunlight filtering through the vine curtain. ATV engines roared closer outside. "Deeper," Joel urged. They crawled through a narrowing passage, Bruno ahead with eerie confidence. Just as Daniel feared they'd trapped themselves, the cave opened into a chamber with a stream flowing through it. "Underground water," Joel whispered. Bruno swam toward a far passage, looking back expectantly. "He wants us to follow," Daniel said. They waded in, the cold water reaching their knees. Voices echoed from the entrance, Voss's men. The passage twisted, water deepening to their waists. Bruno swam steadily, unyielding despite his wounds. The air grew fresher, hinting at an exit. Around a bend, they entered a vast cavern lit by sunlight from a ceiling hole 20 feet above. The stream flowed through, disappearing into another passage. "Incredible," Daniel breathed. Bruno swam toward the exit, urging them on. The passage narrowed, water rising until only a foot of air remained. The current pulled them, but Bruno pressed forward. Daniel's heart pounded. Would it go underwater? Just as panic set in, daylight appeared. They emerged into a pond a mile from the cave's entrance in a new part of the forest. Bruno dragged himself onto the bank, shaking his soaked fur. "He saved us," Daniel said, awestruck. Joel checked his watch. Waterfall cabin's 2 miles northwest. Lena and Ethan should be there. Bruno stood, limping northwest, tail low but eyes resolute. "He's ready," Joel said. They followed, battered but alive, drawn by the hope of reunion, unaware of the dangers still stalking them. The trek was grueling, Joel's arms stiffening, Bruno's limp worsening. They stopped often, Bruno's strength fading. As the sun dipped, Joel pointed. Almost there. Bruno quickened. Ears perked. Then darted ahead. "Bruno, wait!" Joel called, but the dog vanished through bushes. They followed the sound of rushing water emerging at a stream. 50 yards upstream, a waterfall crashed into a pool. Ethan stood on a rock, spotting them. "Daddy, Bruno found you." Bruno wagged his tail, crossing the stream to Ethan. Lena appeared, relief flooding her face. She hugged Daniel tightly. "I was so scared." "We're okay," Daniel said. "Bruno led us through a cave." Ethan knelt by Bruno, frowning. "He's hurt worse." Joel sank onto a rock, nodding. "We all are." "Cabins nearby," Lena confirmed, "just beyond the waterfall. Found it an hour ago." They climbed a path beside the falls, Bruno leaning on Ethan. The cabin was rustic, hidden by trees, with a fireplace and basic supplies. Lena cleaned Joel's wound while Daniel secured the windows. Ethan removed Bruno's bandages, revealing infection. "He needs medicine," Ethan said. Joel found antibiotics in a medical kit, injecting Bruno. "This'll help, but he needs a vet soon." "What's the plan?" Daniel asked. "Get my evidence to the FBI," Joel said. "There's a ranger station 10 miles north with a radio." Lena frowned. "Voss won't give up." Ethan spoke up. "We need to take Bruno far away." Joel nodded. "I have a flash drive buried nearby." "We get it, reach the station, call for help." "You go," Daniel said. "We'll head south to a highway." "No," Lena insisted. "We stay together." Exhausted, they agreed to rest until dawn. Lena cooked canned food, the fire warming the cabin. Ethan slept by Bruno, hand on his fur. At midnight, Bruno growled, waking Ethan. "Someone's outside," the boy whispered. "Bruno smells them." Joel crept to the window, spotting shadows circling the cabin. "Voss's men," he whispered. "At least 3. Daniel joined him. "What do we do?" "We can't stay," Joel said. "They'll trap us by morning." "Move now while there's a gap," Lena protested. "In the dark, with Bruno and Ethan." "No choice," Joel replied. Bruno stood ready despite his pain. "He says he'll protect us," Ethan said. They packed essentials, food, water, first aid into a backpack. Joel checked his rifle, 3 bullets left. "Out the back window," he whispered. They climbed through, huddling in the cabin's shadow. The forest was silent, wildlife hushed. Joel led, Ethan and Bruno next, Lena and Daniel behind. They crept 100 yards when Bruno froze, growling rightward. Joel signaled a halt. A boot crunched leaves nearby. "Sector 4 clear," a voice radioed. "Moving to 5. They crouched, hearts pounding, as the footsteps faded. "Too close," Joel hissed. "They're searching in grids." He pointed. "Evidence is half a mile that way, then to the ranger station." Bruno took the lead, sniffing for danger. After 30 minutes, Joel stopped at a lightning-struck tree, digging with a shovel. He unearthed a waterproof case, checking the flash drive and notebooks inside. "Got it," he whispered, pocketing it. As they moved, Ethan screamed. Daniel spun to see a man in tactical gear holding his son, hand over his mouth. Bruno lunged, snarling, but another man struck him with a baton, sending him crashing down. "Stay where you are," the captor ordered, gun to Ethan's head. Lena sobbed, "No." A tall, silver-haired man stepped into the clearing, smiling coldly. "Well, Joel, quite a chase." "Voss," Joel spat. "Let the boy go." "He stole my property," Voss said, eyeing Bruno. "Kill it," he ordered a guard. Ethan bit his captor, breaking free, throwing himself over Bruno as chaos erupted. Joel fired at the guard nearing Bruno, hitting his shoulder. Daniel tackled Ethan's captor, pinning him. Lena grabbed her son, pulling him clear. Joel aimed at Voss, but a guard shot first, hitting Joel's leg. He fell, gun slipping. The guard advanced for a kill shot. Bruno, defying his injuries, launched at the guard, teeth sinking into his arm, dragging him away from Joel. Voss aimed at Bruno. "Enough!" Ethan screamed, "Bruno!" The dog glanced at the boy, distracted. The guard struck Bruno's ribs with a baton. Bruno yelped but held on, dragging the guard toward Voss, who fired, missing in the chaos. Joel fired his last bullets, forcing the guards to cover. Daniel knocked out his opponent. Voss backed away, aiming at Bruno. "Stay back!" Shouts and footsteps closed in. More of Voss's men. "Too many!" Daniel yelled, helping Joel up. Bruno, bloodied but unyielding, advanced on Voss, forcing him to the clearing's edge. The guard broke free, scrambling away. Voss steadied his aim. "Stupid animal." He fired, grazing Bruno's ear. Bruno leapt, slamming Voss to the ground, teeth crushing his gun hand. Voss screamed, gun falling. Bruno pinned him, teeth inches from his throat. The clearing fell silent. "Bruno," Ethan called, limping to him. "That's enough. You're not like him." Bruno looked at the boy, then slowly backed off, standing between Ethan and Voss. Daniel aimed Voss's gun at him. "One word, and I shoot." They retreated as flashlights swept the clearing. Bruno stayed by Ethan, limping badly. After 15 minutes, Joel collapsed against a tree, leg bleeding. I can't keep up. Go to the ranger station, 3 miles north. We stick together, Daniel insisted. Ethan touched Bruno. He says keep going. There's water ahead. Trusting Bruno, they followed, the dog's strength fading but his resolve unbroken. Bruno led them through dense forest, pursuit fading. Soon, they heard rushing water. Bruno followed a riverbank, stopping at boulders forming a natural crossing. Stepping stones, Joel said, stunned. Not on any map. They crossed carefully, Joel wincing, Bruno moving slowly. On the far bank, a narrow path appeared, old boot prints and cut branches. Game trail, Joel guessed. Bruno pressed on, faltering. After 20 minutes, he collapsed, breathing shallow. Bruno! Ethan cried. Joel checked him. Internal bleeding, shock. He needs help now. We're miles from anywhere, Lena despaired. A truck's rumble sounded. Not boss, Joel said. A civilian. They hurried to a gravel road, headlights approaching. Daniel flagged down a pickup driven by a park ranger. You folks lost? The ranger asked, eyeing their state. Our dog's dying, Daniel said. Armed men are after us. The ranger's face hardened. Armed men in my forest? He radioed for help. Get in. They laid Bruno in the truck bed, Ethan cradling him. Joel explained Voss's crimes, showing the evidence. The feds want him, the ranger said, calling for police and a vet. Sirens wailed in the distance. Ethan sobbed, stroking Bruno. Stay with me. You saved us. Bruno's tail thumped weakly, eyes fixed on Ethan. He licked the boy's hand, then closed his eyes, body stilling. Bruno! Ethan cried. At the ranger station, a vet confirmed Bruno's death, his wounds and exertion too much. Police swarmed the forest, capturing Voss's men. The Carters and Joel mourned, stunned by Bruno's sacrifice. He knew, Ethan said. He got us safe first. Lena hugged him. How could he know? Ethan shrugged. He was special. Joel nodded. He chose you, Ethan. You gave him purpose. Under an oak days later, they buried Bruno, his stone marked with his name. A breeze stirred, and Ethan smiled. Bruno loved the wind. It told him stories. Voss's arrest dominated headlines, Joel's evidence dismantling his empire. The Carters couldn't return home, Voss's allies knew their address. The FBI relocated them 100 miles away to a quiet town. Daniel took a contracting job, Lena worked at a hospital, and Ethan started kindergarten. But Ethan's spark was gone. The vibrant boy became withdrawn, his meals untouched, his eyes dull. He's not himself, Lena told Daniel, watching Ethan push food around his plate. It's been 2 months. Daniel nodded. Bruno was more than a pet. He needs time. A therapist called it grief. But nothing about Ethan's bond with Bruno was ordinary. One Saturday, Joel visited, looking healthier. How's Ethan? He asked. Struggling, Daniel admitted. Barely talks. Joel hesitated. I want to show him something. Alone? They agreed. In the backyard, Ethan sat under an oak, tracing dirt patterns. Joel joined him silently. Miss him too, Joel said finally. Ethan nodded. He was the best. His heart made him special, Joel said, twirling a leaf. Like yours. That's why he called you. Ethan's eyes teared. My heart hurts. Love stays, Joel said. It'll hurt less someday. He handed Ethan an envelope. Inside was a dog tag engraved with Bruno's name and a paw print. For you. Ethan clutched it, tears falling. Thank you. Joel paused. The shelter rescued German Shepherd puppies from Voss's facility. Their mom, Sierra, might be Bruno's kin. Want to meet them? Ethan's eyes flickered with interest. Related to Bruno? Cousins, maybe, Joel said. They're 8 weeks old. Ethan looked at the tag. Would Bruno be mad? He'd want you happy, Joel said. Ethan nodded. Can I think about it? Anytime, Joel said, ruffling his hair. That night, Ethan ate seconds, a small sign of life returning. Ethan woke early, buzzing with anticipation. Can we see the puppies today? He asked Lena. She smiled, hope stirring. First thing, at the bright shelter, Joel greeted them. Glad you came. Ethan clung to Lena's hand, shy. Joel led them to a room where 6 German Shepherd puppies played in a pen. Their mother, Sierra, watched from a bed. She's gentle despite Voss's cruelty, Joel said. Ethan pressed against the glass. They look like Bruno, but tiny. Joel opened the door. The puppies yipped, swarming Ethan. One, smaller with a white chest patch, hung back, watching intently. Ethan noticed, holding out his hand. Hello. The puppy, named Hero, approached, sat, and stared with wise eyes. He's the runt, Joel said. First to explore, stands up to bigger pups. Ethan stroked Hero, who leaned in. Sierra rose, walked to Ethan, and licked his face before returning to her bed. Hero climbed into Ethan's lap. I've never seen Sierra approach a stranger, Joel said, stunned. What happened? Daniel asked. Ethan answered. Hero told his mom about Bruno. She says Bruno was brave, so they named him Hero. The adults exchanged glances, unsettled. Can we take him home? Ethan asked, eyes bright. Daniel, no. He won't be Bruno. I know, Ethan said, but Hero needs me. Joel confirmed the adoption process, promising Hero could go home soon. At home, Ethan prepared eagerly crate, toys, bed. On pickup day, he carried Hero's carrier to the oak tree. This was Bruno's, he told the puppy, showing the tag. He saved us. I'll take care of you like he did. Hero placed a paw on Ethan's knee, licking his cheek. Ethan laughed. The sound a balm to his parents' hearts. A new bond was forming, not replacing Bruno but honoring his legacy. As they left the shelter, Joel pulled Daniel aside. Something I didn't mention, Sierra's pregnancy timing. It's possible Bruno was the puppy's father, not his litter mate. Daniel's eyes widened. Seriously? Records show Sierra was near Bruno, Joel said. Timing fits, DNA could confirm, but does it matter? Daniel glanced at Ethan, talking to Hero through the carrier. Not yet. He needs to love Hero for himself. Agreed, Joel said, though Ethan might sense it. At home, Ethan and Hero became inseparable. The puppy grew fast, showing Bruno's intelligence. If Ethan said Hero told him things, Daniel and Lena didn't question it, having seen Bruno's uncanny bond. 3 months later, Daniel found Ethan under the oak at dusk, Hero's head in his lap, stars emerging. What's up, champ? Ethan smiled, telling Hero about Bruno, how he saved us. Daniel's throat tightened. He was one of a kind. Hero says he knows, Ethan said. Bruno's watching, like the stars, shining on us. Daniel hugged him, awed by his son's wisdom. I think he's right. Some lights never fade. A breeze stirred, and Hero perked up, barking softly. Bruno says goodnight, Ethan whispered. And he's proud. Daniel looked at the stars, feeling Bruno's presence, his spirit enduring through Ethan and Hero. The puppy settled, eyes watchful, a new guardian for a healing boy. Across town, Sierra rested with her puppies, her eyes reflecting starlight. Her chains, like Bruno's, were gone, replaced by a legacy of courage and love that lived on. Ethan's transformation was remarkable. Hero's presence rekindled his joy, his laughter echoing through the house. At school, his teachers noted his renewed energy. Though he often spoke of Hero and Bruno, stories his classmates couldn't fully grasp. Lena and Daniel watched with relief, knowing Hero wasn't a replacement but a bridge to healing. One evening, Ethan drew a picture of Bruno under the oak, Hero beside him. They're together, he told Lena, showing her. Bruno's happy Hero's with me. Lena hugged him, tears in her eyes. You're so strong, sweetheart. Joel visited occasionally, sharing updates on Voss's trials. His empire was crumbling, his men turning on him. Bruno started it all, Joel said, watching Ethan and Hero play. His refusal broke Voss's control. Ethan overheard, running over. Bruno was the bravest. Joel nodded. And you carry his heart. As summer arrived, Ethan and Hero spent hours under the oak, the dog tag always around Ethan's neck. Sometimes Ethan would pause as if listening, then smile. Bruno's telling stories again, he'd say. Whether imagination or something deeper, it brought him peace. Hero, now larger, mirrored Bruno's protective nature. Always near Ethan, eyes alert. The bond grew stronger, rooted in trust and love, a testament to Bruno's sacrifice. One crisp autumn night, the Carters sat under the oak, a tradition now. Hero sprawled beside Ethan, who gazed at the stars. Bruno's up there, he said, pointing. Still watching. Daniel squeezed Lena's hand. Their journey from that stormy night to this moment a miracle. Bruno's courage, Ethan's heart, and Hero's loyalty had woven a story of resilience. He's proud of you, Lena said, kissing Ethan's forehead. Hero barked softly, as if agreeing, his eyes gleaming in the starlight. The breeze whispered through the leaves, carrying the forest stories, just as Bruno had loved. Across town, Sierra's puppies found homes, each carrying a spark of Bruno's spirit. The shelter thrived, a beacon of hope, much like the Carters' new life. Ethan clutched Bruno's tag, then Hero's collar, smiling. We're a team, he whispered. The stars shone brighter, a reminder that love and bravery endure, connecting hearts across time and space. If this story of courage and unbreakable bonds moved you, like, share, and subscribe. Tell us where you're watching from. Stories like these show the extraordinary compassion in unexpected places, a light that never fades.